Sup/X. I'm writing this since I've been trying to figure out whatever the fuck happened a few days ago. Forgive my awful grammar, I'm tired and English was never my strong suit. So, recently, I was up in the woods in Maine for 2 weeks. No real reason aside from escaping all the bullshit that comes with city life. The area I was staying in was about 40 or so miles from the nearest paved road, but takes way longer to get out due to shitty conditions and having to watch for moose. Everything goes well, I fuck around on the lake and read some spooky stories. Shit starts acting up nearing the last 4 or 5 days I'm up there. I've got a neighbor over at the cabin I'm staying at, just kind of shooting the shit talking about whatever. I get back from turning the generator off and say some shit like if I stayed out there any longer a skinwalker Wendigo would have got me lol. Laugh it off. Continue. I should probably establish the scene here. There are lots of Indian reserves near this place, and a shitty museum dedicated to them too. This cabin is surrounded by woods on each side, save for the one that has a small path onto a lake. The trees are far enough away to never touch the place, too. Every night, you can hear loons out on the lake. It's beautiful, if not kind of haunting. Everything else is dead quiet as always. Skip to next night, I'm awake trying to hear some birds as always, but I'm having trouble. I can't seem to hear anything. My mind starts thinking of all the stories I've read here, ones about being in places like this, and all the sounds going quiet, and I hear what sounds like a loon, except wrong. The best way I can describe it is if something tried imitating one, but didn't have the same throat structure. It can attempt to make the same noise but won't quite get it. I think it's weird, but maybe just an animal I haven't heard before. Go to sleep, whatever. I teased the last night now. I am laying awake in bed, dreading the long drive back home tomorrow. I've got the windows open, only a screen between me and the cool air blowing in. I'm nearly drifting off to sleep when I hear this scratching at my window. Cliché, I know, but bear with me. It almost sounded like a twig, or a long nail slowly scraping against a screen door, or in this case, a window. Hearing this strikes me with the primal fucking fear the likes of which I have never felt before. Completely gone chilling shit. I lay, eyes wide, listening to this sound for about 15 seconds before I work up the courage to turn on my phone flashlight and shout at whatever the hell is making all this racket. What the fuck do you want? That seems to calm whatever it was down. As soon as I got the light and said but, it was over. I decided to switch bedrooms to the one across the hall. This piece does not last long. The same goddamn thing happens again, not 10 minutes later. I let it go on for maybe 10 seconds this time before repeating the process and scaring whatever it was off again. I slept as well as I could the rest of the night, and never had any event after. The reason I brung up the trees in my last post was to say that there is no way a branch could have reached my window. I was sleeping on the second floor, far away from anything else. Before I decided to write this, I was reading on skinwalkers, and saw how saying skinwalker is essentially marking yourself as a target, or inviting it to you. Did I accidentally bring one to me by mentioning it once? Is my imagination acting up? Am I just a fucking retard? Help me out here please, /X.